Hello, my name is Marielle Gauthier with Redworks Coaching. Over the past 5.5 years in my practice as a certified executive and personal coach, I've noticed many people struggling to have balance in their lives. In fact, supporting others to have life balance was one of the drivers for me for becoming a personal coach. Welcome to my Power Up Your Life Balance video series. I hope that you will find them useful in your goal to bring balance back into your life. So let's get started. On a scale of 1 to 10, how happy are you with the current level of balance in your life? With 0 being not happy at all and 10 being very happy. Is it in the low single digits because you feel like you've lost control of your life? You often feel fatigued, stressed, impatient, frustrated, or even angry? Or you don't have enough time for you? Or is it closer to a 7, an 8, or even a 9 because you do have time for yourself and the people who are important in your life? It is important to stop and ask yourself these questions to assess your current level of balance. In the 2012 national study on balancing work and caregiving in Canada, more than 25,000 Canadians from all provinces and 2 territories were surveyed. It's the third such study in 20 years conducted by Professors Linda Duxbury of Carleton University and Christopher Higgins of the University of Western Ontario. The study found that almost 2/3 of us are working more than 45 hours a week, 50% more than 2 decades ago. Work weeks are more rigid, with flex time arrangements dropping by 1/3 in the past 10 years. To top it off, only 23% of working Canadians are highly satisfied with life. That's half as many as in 1991. 1/3 of us feel we have more work to do than time permits. That number rises to 40% when family roles are taken into account. More than half of respondents took work home with them, resulting in an average of 7 extra hours of work from home. Nearly 2/3 of respondents spend more than an hour a day catching up on emails. 1/3 spend more than an hour emailing on their days off. And 1/3 of participants found that overloaded work and family responsibilities had a high tendency to cause them to lose sleep or dramatically reduce their energy level. In the US, it isn't much better. In an online US survey by Strategy One in August of 2010, among the 89% of Americans who said work-life balance is a problem, 54% called it a significant problem. 37% said that it's often the family that suffers first, then personal time spent reading or relaxing. Men especially say they struggle with work-life balance. Let's take a look at some of the consequences of a lack of balance. A big culprit, stress. Stress can be both positive and negative. Positive stress is known as eustress, and negative stress, known as distress. Eustress, it's the fuel that helps us deliver our great results. This good stress creates a feeling of excitement, a sense of urgency and energy, the kind of stress that pushes you beyond your comfort zone, despite the butterflies in your stomach and your fears of failure. It gets you out of bed in the morning, helps you meet deadlines, and helps you to fulfill your potential. Can you relate to this type of stress? Have you felt this stress before? And how does eustress make you feel? For me, I feel eustress when I'm about to make a presentation, deliver training, or even this video, or stepping out on a stage to perform with my orchestra. I may have butterflies, but the feeling is good. Distress, on the other hand, is damaging. It is when you feel overwhelmed by the enormity of what you have to do and your energy recedes instead of grows. Can you relate to this kind of stress? I feel this when I overcommit myself, especially with volunteer requests, because I still need to work on my business and my personal needs to take care of myself. So how does negative stress impact us? Too much negative stress over a long period of time is associated with physical and mental health problems, which can include increased inflammation, high blood pressure, heart disease, shortness of breath, tightened muscles, head and body aches, allergies, autoimmune diseases, anxiety, depression, and emotional stress. Obviously, not good at all. This is the kind of stress that we need to manage. Since I use a brain-based coaching approach, I'm particularly interested in how stress affects the brain, especially the prefrontal cortex, also known as the executive or learning brain. The prefrontal cortex is essential for attention, reasoning, judgment, planning, and abstract thinking. When you experience stress, your executive brain shuts down and you find it difficult to think logically and rationally. Prolonged stress can reduce your capacity to take in and process information. It can impair your working memory and even do damage to your immune system and to your hippocampus, the part of the brain central to memory and learning. Thankfully, there are danger signs that warn you when you're under too much pressure, and you can do something before it gets worse. Danger signs include feeling anxious, not sleeping well, always feeling tired, having lapses in concentration, experiencing extreme mood swings, feeling low, having trouble with memory, eating, or drinking to excess. You may also suffer from headaches, stomach pain, or cold sores. Pay attention to these signs. Our bodies are smart, and they give us warning signs for us to notice and make changes before any further serious health issue or illness can take root. Spotting these warning signs at an early stage is vital for your physical, mental, and emotional well-being. So pause the video now and identify if you are suffering from any of these danger signs. So what is balance anyway? My definition is from a holistic perspective, where balance for me is a sense that all the different aspects of my life and the roles I play form a harmonious whole. That the various aspects of my life are well integrated, such as my work as an entrepreneur, my personal time, time with friends and family, health, community, volunteer activities, my hobbies, and of course, having some fun. It's important for me to manage and maintain control over all of the competing demands for my time and balance this with my desires and goals for my life. So I ask you, what is your definition? Balance is different for everyone, and most likely even different for you at different times or stages of your life. What's important to remember is that you have control over how you spend your time and enjoying all of the aspects of your life, as this will support you to feel balanced and stable. When you're off balance, on the other hand, the smallest things, such as an unexpected deadline, can send you over the tipping point. Merely hoping that you can keep all those plates spinning isn't really going to work for long, because something is sure to come along, knock you over, and send those plates crashing to the ground. The key to balance is to be in control of yourself and your goals, to keep moving in a forward direction, and yet to accept that sometimes you may need to take a backwards or sideways step to get you back on track. Easier said than done, you say? Perhaps. But I submit that it is worth the effort to stave off illness. Spotting the signs of stress and imbalance at an early stage is vital to your physical, mental, and emotional well-being. In my next video, I will introduce a tool to help you take stock of your level of satisfaction with the different aspects of your life. I would love to hear from you, so please leave me comments on what stood out for you. How will this information make an impact in your life? What will you start doing? How will your life change in knowing this information? For more information, please visit my website at redworkscoaching.com and check out my various coaching programs, subscribe to my email list, like my Facebook page, or follow me on Twitter. I look forward to hearing from you and seeing you again soon. I'm Marielle Gauthier with Redworks Coaching. Thanks for listening and have fun creating your extraordinary life.